very warm welcome. We reported this 8 days ago, and now it's official. Official yesterday. Liam Lawson is in for the last 6 rounds. Daniel Ricciardo F1 career is done. We knew this was on the cards after Ricciardo was emotional in his interview, and he set the fastest lap on his last lap of his F1 career. Lawson is in, but again, I'll start with it's a mistake, and it stems with racing bulls. We saw it with Williams retaining Logan Sargent when he should have been replaced. What happens? They sack him mid-season. And we see the same again. Everyone and their dog knows Daniel Ricciardo was washed, finished, should have never been given another opportunity. Well, he does. And shouldn't have been retained. Lawson had to be in, start of the season. And it's another team that have multi-millionaires, loads of resources, and they don't see it. Wow. Yeah, me, who's a nobody, sat on a sofa, who's been watching F1, knows more about than these multi-millionaires. So we saw it with Williams. We see it with Racing Bulls. They cling on to shit. The shit needs to go. It needs to be binned. And yeah, crazy. Lawson should have been in, start of the season, and he wasn't. But finally he's in, and probably will be in for 2025. We called Newey, we called this would happen, and we're calling Valtteri Bottas is going to stay at Audi. But Lawson, yeah, I expect fireworks. Him and Tsunoda, it's going to be fireworks. I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, finally, lesbian Lawson to replace Ricciardo at Racing Bulls for the remainder of the season. New Zealand, Liam, lesbian Lawson will replace Daniel Ricciardo and will drive alongside Yuki Tsunoda for the remaining season of the season. Lawson made his Grand Prix debut at Zandvoort last year, and someone on the comments said, is Lawson the next best friend since sliced bread? I replied, did you not watch Singapore last year? He scored points. Unbelievable. It's good. It's good. Now the youngsters are getting a chance. It really is. Kimi Antonelli on the grid next year. Jack Doohan in the Alpine. Liam Lawson should be partnering Tsunoda in 25. I would hope. And Ollie Behrman at Haas. And we've seen Franco Colapinto step it up as well. But he's probably going to miss out on a seat. Yeah, everyone here at VCarb would like to thank Daniel for his hard work across the last 2 seasons with us, says McKees. He has brought a lot of experience and talent to the team with a fantastic attitude, which has helped everyone develop and foster a team spirit. Daniel has been a true gentleman, both on and off the track. He's got many fans out there, and I've seen them. Ricciardo deserved a better send-off. And yeah, they probably should have done something. But yeah, they want to keep it under wraps. Everyone knows that Ricciardo was going to be binned. I'm surprised they've not given him till the end of the season, Ricciardo. But Lawson is in. He deserves his chance. He should have been in at the start of the season, which makes no sense. Ricciardo has been sacked by his last 2 teams. And that is the facts of the matter. He shouldn't have returned to the sport after McLaren. I've not seen a decline in one man than Daniel Ricciardo. He was like prime in 2014, beating Sebastian, doing these overtakes that no one would dream of doing, like going one way and then darting back. He absolutely mugged off Vettel at Monza doing that. Yeah, he's won 8 Grand Prix, Daniel Ricciardo, but yeah, it's just gone tits up. His return's been shocking. I mean, he left the Red Bull program because he was sick of the unreliability and probably being Max's number 2. And now he would give his right arm to be Max's number 2. So, yeah. We've seen all the posts, F1 posting, the drivers. Lewis Hamilton said legend. George Russell, we will miss you, mate. I mean, he's not dead. He's not dead. He's still alive, It's a bit soft, if you ask me. I get he's a fan's favourite, but, I mean, the drivers coming out and saying, legend, we will miss you, mate. Max, plenty more adventures to come. I mean, it's a bit soft, if you ask me. It's the right decision, 100%. But like I say, I don't really blame Daniel Ricciardo this time. I blame Racing Bulls because they shouldn't have retained him. The Red Bull program as a whole should not have retained him for this season. Lawson, I mean, how long has he been on the sidelines now? Just begging, give me a chance, give me a chance, give me a chance. His contract was literally either give me a chance in the Red Bull program or he could leave the Red Bull program. So they had to pull the trigger. Daniel Ricciardo will leave RB with immediate effect, bringing his second stint in Formula 1 to an end. He will be replaced by Liam the Lesbian Lawson for the final 6 races. Anyone who's new to the channel probably think I'm hating on Lawson. I like Lawson. I think it's going to be fireworks with Tsunoda. To me, he just looks like a lesbian, so yeah, pretty straightforward. Ricciardo scored points on 5 occasions, including a superb 4th in the sprint at Miami. He sits 14th in the drivers. Yuki Tsunoda has comfortably beat him, outqualified him, outraced him, and basically put the final nail in the Aussie's coffin. However, his form hasn't been enough to convince the Red Bull program to keep him on. That makes last weekend Singapore, where he finished last, but he got the fastest lap on his last lap, which is quite, my last lap in Formula 1, I got the fastest lap. Something to tell the grandkids, I suppose. One vacancy remains at Sauber. That's going to be filled by Bottas. And then that will be the 25 grid complete. Ricciardo's F1 career is done now. I cannot see anyone giving him a chance. I mean, I've heard people say maybe Perez gets booted, but Ricciardo doesn't warrant a Red Bull drive. I think he should call it a day, do something else, whether that's IndyCar. He can have a good end to his career in another discipline. So the Australian has clocked up 8 wins. His last win coming at Monza for McLaren, 32 podiums, 1,329 points across 258 Grand Prix. His career has spanned 14 seasons, with P3 in the Drivers' Championship in 2014 and 2016 being his best finish. He was prime Daniel Ricciardo in 2014. He really was exciting, like really good, really good. 2016. During his F1 career, Daniel has drove for HRT, which he started, Toro Rosso, Red Bull, Renault, McLaren, and back to Racing Bulls, which is Toro Rosso in a nutshell. We got some words from Ricciardo. I've loved this sport my whole life. It's wild and wonderful and been a journey. To the teams and individuals that have played their part, thank you. To the fans who loved the sport sometimes more than me, haha, thank you. It always has its highs and lows, but it's been fun. And truth be told, I wouldn't change it. Until the next venture, Daniel. Lawson, I'm excited. Daniel Ricciardo's best moment in F1 for me was that press conference. Well, I certainly do a lot of things to the car. I talk to it, I massage it, and Max is young, he's aggressive, he goes straight in. That's literally his highlight for me. Although I did like his Chinese win, where he put that unbelievable overtake on Valtteri Bottas. Lawson, Tsunoda. What did we see last year? We saw fireworks at Japan. 2 young, hungry drivers. I mean, it's going to be fireworks. And for me as a Formula 1 fan, and you watching, that is what we like to see. Honestly, it's going to be great. Tsunoda, Lawson, bring it on. Yeah, the right decision. Lawson should have been in at the start of the season. Criminally wasn't. Finally, the right decision prevails. Oh, I know, we'll reward failure. And then we'll sack a driver mid-season when he should have been in at the start of the season. Can get used to the car, mechanics, teams. And now he's got a couple of weeks to do it. Lawson, let's have it. What's he going to do? Excited. Comment down below your thoughts. We'll always reply. Adios.